Memorial Stadium for game number 2 of our triple header tonight. This contest featuring the VANDEGRIFT the VANDEGRIFT freshman white team taking on the Cedar Ridge freshman black team as we get ready for game number 2. Game number 1 just finishing up. Literally about 5 minutes ago, went right down to the final play of the ball game. The Westlake squad, Westlake sophomores, holding off the Vipers JV Silver in a good game, 21-14. This is game number 2, sandwiched in between the two JV games. It'll be the JV Black taking on the Huddle JV squad coming up after this game, all on the same link. My name is Merle Bertrand, Vype Live broadcast director. Flying solo tonight once again, producing and doing play-by-play and running the camera, so bear with me a little bit if things are a little bit out of whack. Rosie Vega keeping an eye and an ear on things back at the comfy, cozy Vype Live studios. We're about 3 minutes away from the opening kickoff. We'll step aside, make sure that everything is settled in and looking and sounding good, and be right back. You're watching VANDEGRIFT Vipers freshman football on Vype Live.
Texas Malibu is your exclusive dealer for the world's #1 water sports towboats, Malibu. Now with locations in Austin and Texas Ski Ranch in New Braunfels, we cover all of Central Texas. Come see the enthusiasts at Texas Malibu in Austin or Texas Ski Ranch in New Braunfels, or give them a call, 512-244-9777, or visit them online, texasmalibu.com. That's 512-244-9777. Then get on the water with your crew and make memories that'll last a lifetime.
Hi, I'm Daryl Foytik, owner of Advantage Austin Properties and a proud sponsor of our VANDEGRIFT Vipers football team. Advantage Austin Properties is your 4 Points area experts for all your real estate needs. My wife, Annie, and I have been 4 Points area residents for over 15 years and provide potential homeowners a wealth of knowledge and information about the 4 Points area. Please call Advantage Austin Properties at 512-418-0594 or visit livinginfourpoints.com for more information.
If you're considering buying or selling a home, when it comes to real estate, it helps to know the area, and that's where the Bartlett Real Estate Group comes in. Not only is the Bartlett Real Estate Group one of Austin Business Journal's top real estate groups in Austin, but the Bartlett Real Estate Group has been serving the 4 Points community for more than 25 years. The Bartlett Real Estate Group is also a trusted supporter of VANDEGRIFT High School football. For more info on the Bartlett Real Estate Group, visit them online at thebartlettteam.com or call them today, 512-418-1435. They're happy to start a conversation about your move. The Bartlett Real Estate Group, 25 years of serving the 4 Points area.
Stadium. You see in the coin toss there, Vipers have won the coin toss and elected to defer. We want to thank our live stream co-sponsors, Champion Performance and Recovery, along with Dr. Vivian Frazier with the Austin Regional Clinic at Wilson Park. They're the folks that are making it possible for you to be watching this broadcast right now on Vype Live, along with the VANDEGRIFT Football Booster Club. We also want to thank our network sponsor, Academy of Sports and Outdoors. At Academy Sports and Outdoors, back to school also means back to sport. And from graphic tees to football cleats, we have everything you need to make this your best year yet. Swing by your local Academy store today or shop online at academy.com, and you can find all the hottest styles from top brands like Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, and Vans, all at a price you'll love. So if you want game-changing gear, start here at Academy Sports and Outdoors. Academy, our network sponsor for a second straight year here on Vype Live. Get our scoreboard updated, the brand new nifty scoreboard, courtesy of Josh W. for us here at Vype Live, building on what Suna Vincott, our technical director, devised a couple of weeks ago. If you're just listening instead of watching, the Vipers, the home team in the all-black jerseys and pants, white numerals and white trim, black helmet, kicking off from left to right. Cedar Ridge, the white jerseys, black pants, purple numerals, and the white helmet they'll be receiving going from right to left. Thanks to Coach Sam Robinson for getting us the Cedar Ridge roster here. Can get their young men some attention as well. The kickoff settles at the drop there at about the 10-yard line. They're going to pick it up. Now back to the 10 to the 15. Trying to turn the corner on the right side out to the 20 and out of bounds at about the 23-yard line is where the Raiders will take over, first down and 10. We'll get a good look here at who they bring out at quarterback and running back and all that kind of thing. 9-minute quarters for this freshman contest. Looks like Aiden Felker is going to be the quarterback wearing number 4. That is the case. And he's going to keep it himself around the right side. Gets the corner turn to the 25 to the 30, out to the 35 to the 40, and knocked out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. Felker with a nice run to get things started for the Raiders out to the 45-yard line. Good for a first down.
Number 16, Logan Wiseman, first down, Cedar Ridge.
In at running back for Cedar Ridge, Wesley Hatterton. First down at the Raider 44-yard line. Felker going to keep it himself to the 45 into Viper territory to the 45 and out of bounds at the 41.
That's number 4 on the keeper.
So back-to-back runs by Aiden Felker.
First down.
Couple of big plays. First down at the 43-yard line. One receiver wide right, one to the near side. Just send away first quarter. Handoff up the middle this time. Bounced it, stiff arm to the 40 to the 35 up the far sideline and out of bounds at the 25. Good run by Wesley Hatterton. And right now Cedar Ridge is just moving the ball right down the field on the Viper defense. And off up the middle. This time stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Going to be drugged back for a loss of 2 yards on the play. Nice job that time by the Viper defense. We'll see if who gets up off the bottom of the pile. Number 73 for the Vipers, Theodore Alomar. Grabbed the hold of Hatterton's jersey and wouldn't let go. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 12 from the 30. Felker going to keep it himself around the right side. Gets the corner turned again, and this time banged out of bounds. No, stayed in bounds somehow inside the 25. Finally knocked down at the 23. Gain of about 5 yards on the play.
Number 4 with the carry to the right.
Going to bring up a 3rd down for Cedar Ridge.
16, Logan Wiseman.
On the stop for Vandegrift. Looked like Ethan Deep, number 55. 3rd down and about 6 yards to go from the 24-yard line. Raiders bring out trips here to the near side. Handoff up the middle and dragging tacklers. He is not going to get there. He's going to get down to the 23-yard line. Maybe a gain of a yard of the play for Hatterton before the Viper defense slows him up. Getting up from the bottom of the pile was Theodore Alomar again. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 5. 4th and 5 from the 23. And a timeout taken by the Viper defense. Taken early with 7:03 to go. We'll take it with them. You're watching Vandegrift Vipers freshman football on Vype Live.
Treat your car to big shine and little time at the Big Red Express Car Wash. Choose from one of our 4 exterior car washes or go unlimited and wash as often as you want with one of our monthly wash plans. In our complimentary lot, you'll find free vacuums, towels, glass cleaner, a matte wash station, and more. Protect your investment with our superior cleaning and protectant products such as Rain-X and Simonized Hot Wax. We're always ready to provide you with friendly service where your satisfaction is 100% guaranteed. Stop by the Big Red Express Car Wash today. We'll be waiting for you.
On our way to Chicken Eat, unbelievable sweet tea. Express tenders, they're the best, not to mention all the rest. Chicken Eat's the place to go for all of us in the know. Plenty of sides to make a meal. Chicken Eat is for real. Follow me to Chicken Eat, gotta have their sweet tea.
Impressive drive here for Cedar Ridge, but now they're facing a 4th down and 5, and the Vipers a chance to get the football back. Ball spotted at the Vandegrift 23-yard line. Dropping back to pass, looking, pump fake, fires over the right side. That ball is incomplete and out of bounds, and the Viper defense giving up a couple of gigantic running plays to start off the game. Stiffens when it counts. Turnover on downs. The football goes back to Vandegrift with 6:56 to go in the first quarter. Nice stand by the Viper defense. So now we'll turn it over to the offense. 1st down and 10 going the other way. Gale force wind. If you weren't with us for the first game, check this out. That's the flag blowing up here above the field house at the stadium here at Monroe Memorial Stadium. Been like that since about 2 o'clock this afternoon. So the passing game suffers going from right to left for sure. We saw it on that play there. Here comes the Viper offense. 1st and 10 going from left to right at the 23-yard line. Trying to turn the corner, cutting it up, and now he's going to reverse his field and going to be knocked down at about the 27-yard line. Did a nice job staying in bounds. That's Logan Weissman in at quarterback for the Vipers.
2 yards, 65 on the tackle with Cedar Ridge.
Managed to pick up about 3 yards on the play, 2nd down and 7. Weissman in the shotgun. They send the receiver in motion. Bobble the snap. That ball's on the carpet and picked up. Now, that should be a forward pass. That should be an incomplete forward pass.
Little mishandle in the backfield.
They should, unless they're going to say it was a fumble first instead of the pass. There's not much protest from the Viper coaching staff. If that is indeed a forward pass, that's an incomplete pass because he never had control. If he never had control on the snap, then that would be a fumble, and that appears to be the case. So Cedar Ridge catches a break, 1st down and 10 at the 20-yard line of the Viper defense. 6:09 to go, 1st quarter. One receiver to the right side, one to the near side for the Raiders. And that snap back between the quarterback's legs, he has to fall on it back at the 33-yard line. That'll be a loss of 13 yards. So both offenses kind of self-destructing here on back-to-back plays. And now we're going to get a timeout taken this time by Cedar Ridge. Timeout on the field, 5:54 to go in this 1st quarter. We'll take it with them. Vandergrift Vipers freshman football on Vype Live.
Chris Province, CPA, your local tax expert and a great supporter of Viper football. With over 26 years of delivering excellent services in the areas of tax and accounting services, estate tax and retirement planning, business succession planning, and consulting. Chris, the Viper Nation's go-to expert for all things taxes. Chris and Pam Province wish the Vandergrift 2020 football program success and a great season. Remember, it takes what it takes, Vipers.
Covert Cadillac prides itself on offering first-class services that match our first-class products. Hi, I'm Courtney Covert, and as part of Covert Cadillac's Advantage program, when you purchase from us, you're entitled to benefits that few other dealers can offer. An at-home delivery option, priority loaner vehicle, concierge service, courtesy car washes, and much, much more. Come by and visit us today to experience the Covert commitment for yourself. Covert Cadillac. American luxury has evolved. Visit covertcadillac.com and like us on Facebook.
3rd down and a bunch. 3rd down and about 23 yards to go here for Cedar Ridge. Dropping back, looking downfield, fires over to the right side, behind the defense, and incomplete. Would have been a tough over-the-shoulder catch. Nice effort made by R.J. Cardle, but it falls incomplete. 3rd down coming up.
Number 4, incomplete pass to number 22, 15 with the pressure. Canyon Millar.
Third down and 23 coming up from the 32-yard line of the Vipers. Now the Raiders shift the formation. They got trips here to the near side, 2 trips to the far side. That's an interesting formation. Swing it out to the right side, complete. Try to set the wide receiver screen to the right side. One man to beat to the 30, not going to beat him. Short gain of a yard or 2, but the Vipers sniffed that out and played it well.
Jack Seehausen with the takedown.
I think that was Phillip Blue.
4th and long.
Covered that play well, and it's 4th down and long at the 30-yard line. 4th and 20. Raiders going to go for it. Trips here to the near side, dropping back, looking, firing over to the left side. That ball is tipped up in the air and incomplete. Turnover on downs, and a nice job by the Viper defense on a short field to not let Cedar Ridge take advantage of that turnover.
Kyle Baxter. Turnover on downs. It'll be be Viper
And
ball
second
at
straight
the
turnover on downs by the Viper defense. Gives the ball back to Vandergrift with 4:58 to go first quarter. No score still. Ball spotted at the Viper 30. First down at the 30. Two receivers to the left side. Handoff up the middle and wrapped up and dropped for a loss back at the 27-yard line. Nice job there by the Raider defender. Let's get a good look at his number here if we can. I think I see a 53.
Backfield. Loss of 4 yards. Second down and 14.
Can't quite tell. 55 in on the stop for Cedar Ridge. That's Esden Reynoso. Dropping back, pass to the left side, complete to the 31-yard line, makes a nice move up the far side out of the 40, and all the way out to the 43-yard line. Nice pitch and catch, hauling it in.
With the pass to number 37, Kyle Baxter.
Kyle Baxter on the reception for Vandergrift. Nice throw from Weissman, and a first down for the Vipers.
Ball at the 44-yard line.
Field almost completely in shade now. The sun's setting here as we approach 6:15. Pass swung out to the near side, complete to the 40. Gets a block on the edge to the 45 and steps out of bounds at the Cedar Ridge 48-yard line. Philip Blue on the reception.
Philip Blue, solid pickup of 7
Good block on the edge. I think that was by Chase Babb to spring him for a pickup. Ball put down to the Raider 48-yard line. 2nd and 1, Vipers. Weissman, handoff right side, stiff arm trying to turn the corner and can't get there. Going to be flung for a loss back at the 50. In on the stop was Hunter Hargraves.
Taken down by number 65. 3rd down and
Jack Slabaj, the ball carrier, didn't have a chance to get around the edge. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 2, maybe 3. So 3rd down and 3 coming up. 2 receivers wide left, 1 to the near side. We'll see if the Vipers can pick it up. Hand off up the middle. Big hole. They do pick it up. Breaking down to the 45 to the 43-yard line. Needed 3, picked up about 7. First down, Vipers. Nice job by the offensive line that time. Labage on the carry. We got an injured Raider on the play. He's trying to walk it off. That was Bauer Payton shaking up a little bit, but he's trotting off the field. Should be okay. First down and 10, Vandergrift. At the Cedar Ridge 43-yard line. Weissman in the shotgun. Play action now rolling to his left on the bootleg, trying to turn the corner. Stiff arm at the 45, cuts it back to the 40, to the 35, still on his feet to the 30, all the way down to the 27-yard line. Good looking run by Weissman. First down, Vandergrift. First down and 10 from the Cedar Ridge, 27-yard line. Trips now to the near side, 1 receiver wide left. High snap, Weissman tracks it down, rolling to his right, pump fake fires over to the right side, complete to the 18-yard line. Ran out of my camera shot, sorry about that. But a nice catch made by Chase Babb, and a good throw by Weissman. They're going to spot him at the 18-yard line, very near the first down marker. Looks like he might be just a few inches shy. 2nd and a short yard. Weissman in the shotgun. And whistles blow. We're going to get a procedure. They blow this one dead, so that'll push the Vipers back 5 yards and bring up a 2nd down, call it 6.
That was number 46, Dylan Day with the carry, flag on the play.
Emails open, by the way, Voice of the Vipers, all one word plural, Voice of the Vipers at gmail.com. Want to give a shout out to your favorite player on either side. Cedar Ridge fans are welcome to tune in as well. Let us know where you're tuning in to the broadcast from. Because only our second look at this freshman white squad all year long, so a lot of unfamiliar names here. Pump fake fires over the right side, complete to Babb again to the 21-yard line. Short gain of the play of a couple yards. That email address again, voiceofthevipers, all one word plural, @gmail.com. Let us know where you're tuning into the broadcast from. Give a shout out to your favorite player on either side. A 4th down coming up here for Vandegrift. Oh, got ahead of myself. 3rd down. 3rd down and 5 from the 22. Two receivers to the left side. Weissman dropping back. Pressure coming from the edge. He's going to step up now. Bounce to the left side. He's got some running, but fires over to the left side. Got a receiver open. To the 5 into the end zone. Touchdown, Vandegrift.
That's Logan looking to run, but finding Kyle.
Holding that one in was Kyle Baxter. Got behind the defense. The defense started to come up because they thought that Weissman was going to run. So did I. And the Vipers draw first blood with 43 ticks on the clock. On for the extra point is Baxter. Just caught the touchdown pass. Now he'll try to tack on the 7th point out of the hole to Brady Amon. Good snap, hold, kick. Oh, his kick was a little bit low. That snap actually kind of floated back to him. And Amon did all he could to get it down, but I'm not sure it was a clean hold. But hold everything. Thought he may have seen a flag, but it does not look like it. And with 43 seconds to go, the extra point will officially go down as a block. No good. 6-0. Vipers will maintain this lead. But a good drive for Vandegrift. After a couple of nice defensive stands. Tomorrow night coming up. 101.9 FM The Horn and streaming live on Flow Sports powered by Vype. Vipers travel to Hutto to help the Hippos break in their newly remodeled stadium, but it'll be the first game played out there since they spent the better part of a year getting that place ready to go. We'll be on the air 6:45 with the pregame show, 7 o'clock kickoff on 101.9 FM The Horn and AM 1260, and also on Flow Sports powered by Vype with the video stream. I'll be out there, of course, with Scott Schaffner, Hank Hudson, Zach Lucero, Shane Shawinski, our video producer, Derek Cohn back at the Austin Radio Network studios. For game number 9, Vipers trying to clinch at least a share of their 4th straight district title against the Hutto Hippos. Kickoff coming. Takes a hop. It's a live football, but it does manage to trickle into the end zone, and Cedar Ridge will take over 1st down and 10 from their own 25-yard line.
It'll be the Red Raider ball at the 25-yard line.
43 ticks on the clock here in quarter number 1. What a job Coach Drew Sanders does here at Vandegrift, finding games for all 3 of these freshman teams to play. Not many programs have the depth to field those kind of opponents, so he's got to do a little extra scrambling to get some seat time for these guys. And thanks to Cedar Ridge for coming over here for this one. 1st down and 10 for the Raiders, moving from right to left at their own 20-yard line. Handoff up the middle, stacked up at the line of scrimmage, and that is about it. I see 15 in on the stop.
Number 3 on the carry.
Along with 26, that would be Canyon Millar and Jax Lavage, respectively.
Looks like no gain, 2nd down, 10 to go.
Hatterton, the running back. Actually, that's number 3 in a running back, J.R. Bonner. Right now in the pink socks. And this time it's going to be the quarterback again. They're on the right side up to the 30 and dives out to the 30-yard line. That's about it for Aiden Felker. What about a 5-yard, maybe a 6-yard pickup? Going to bring up a 3rd down and 4. So a chance for the Viper defense to get off the field. 3rd and 4 coming up. And that is the end of the 1st quarter. So Vipers off to a good start. Cedar Ridge will have the football when we come back. You are watching Vandergrift Vipers freshman football on the Vype Live Broadcast Network.
What is Vype Live? Vype Live is one of the largest and most respected broadcast and live stream networks in the state of Texas. Vype Live broadcasts any sport you can think of for youngsters of any age, from Pee Wee and Pop Warner to high school, club, college, semi-pro, and beyond. We also broadcast plenty of academic, fine arts, and community-related events as well, and now as partners with Flow Sports. Email us at info@vypemedia.com to find out more. Vype Live. We bring your teams to you.
Freshman white squad game against the Cedar Ridge freshman black squad. 6-0 Vipers on top. Cedar Ridge now driving from left to right, wind at their back. They'll have it at their own 31-yard line on the near hash. Now the Vipers have to respect the passing game a little bit more on this 3rd down and 4. One receiver to either side for Felker. 2 backs split out to either side and a back lined up behind him. Lights coming on here at Monroe Memorial Stadium. Felker looked like a busted play. Now he's going to try to turn the corner to the right side, and he is going to be knocked out of bounds at the 32-yard line. He spun to hand it to somebody, and there was nobody there to hand it to. So Daniel Dorr and Kyle Baxter were kind enough to knock him out of bounds and prevent him from picking up the 1st down. It's going to bring up a 4th down and about 3 yards to go for Cedar Ridge. Raiders will punt this one away with the wind at their backs. Not looking like they're going to punt it here on a 4th down and 3. And they're going to hand it off right side, trying to turn the corner, not going to get there. Drugged down from behind by Jack Slavage. He got a hold of Bonner by the ankle and would not let go. Drug him down to the turf. Turnover on downs. Viper football with 8:37 to go first half.
In the backfield. 4th down. Turnover on downs. Viper ball. At the 26-yard line.
So first down Vandergrift from the 27-yard line of Cedar Ridge, now moving from right to left. Going into the teeth of the wind is Weissman. Hands it off up the middle. Wind doesn't stop a play like that. Breaking one tackle inside the 22nd effort down to the 18-yard line. Good hard running from Jack Slavage.
Jack's on the carry. Pickup of about 9. 2nd down.
Going to bring up a 2nd down and 1 from the 18. Lavage again. Off left tackle. Is going to have the 1st down and more down to about the 16-yard line.
And Jack's found that last yard. Pickup of about 3. It's going to be 1st down. Ball on the 15-yard line.
So 1st down to go Vandergrift from the 15-yard line. Trips wide right, one to the near side. Weissman in the shotgun again. Play action this time. Now bootleg to the left side. He's going to tuck it under and run to the 10. Drugged down from behind at about the 8-yard line. Mark Barrera on the stop for the Raiders, but not before about a 7-yard pickup. 2nd down and 3 from the Cedar Ridge 8.
2nd down, about 3 to go.
Vipers spread it out. Trips wide right, dropping back. Weissman rolling right, looking downfield. Now stops, fires over towards the end zone. Almost intercepted. In and out of the hands of the defender, Bauer Payton. They try to get it into Phillip Liu. But very lucky not to have an interception on that play. That'll bring up a 3rd down and about 3 to go from the 7-yard line. Two receivers to the right, one to the near side. Weissman, play action, rolling left. Now he's going to tuck it under and run to the 5, stays in bounds, tippy toes into the end zone. Touchdown, VANDEGRIFT.
Rolling to the left on the keep, all the way into the end zone.
Logan Weissman, a nifty run to the sideline, put on the brakes, and cut it back just inside the pylon. The Vipers lead at 12-0 with the extra point pending. Looks like we might be going for 2 here. Yep, going to go for 2. Try to make up for the blocked extra point on the previous touchdown. So a 2-point conversion attempt, and I think that took too long to get in.
On the offensive head count.
Illegal substitution. So that takes care of that idea. We'll try to kick it now, looks like. No, I still see Weissman on the field, so I'll go for 2 from the 8-yard line. Weissman in the shotgun. Receiver comes in motion right to left. Weissman rolling to his left, looking, dumps it off underneath, and incomplete. It looked like he may have had a little running room, but the pass a little low there to Chase Babb with 6:46 to go in the half. The 2-point conversion attempt is no good, and the score stays 12-0. So Vipers up 12-0. We'll take a break and turn it back over to the defense. You are watching VandeGrift Vipers freshman football on Vype Live.
You know the expression, put your money where your mouth is? It's like when you're really sure of something, you put your money where your mouth is? Well, anyway, at Doghouse, we're so sure we have the best hot dogs, sausages, and burgers in Texas. We're putting our money where your mouth is. Stop in a Doghouse 4 Points for your free house dog, sausage, or burger after texting VIPERS to 833-440-1100. VIPERS to 833-440-1100. Doghouse, absolute worst.
Viper defense gave up 2 gigantic running plays to start the game, but since then they have been stout. Got to keep an eye on number 4 for Cedar Ridge, their quarterback, Aiden Felker. He has been the problem child for Cedar Ridge so far tonight. He's in the shotgun now with 2 receivers to the left side. Going to keep it himself around the right side. Vipers in pursuit. And he's going to be dragged down from behind. They're adjusting to what he is doing. Beautiful job in the open field that time. Number 68, Jack Seehausen with the stop. No gain in the play. 2nd down and 10. Doing a better job with their angles, seeing the play a little bit sooner, and not letting Felker make it to the edge. 2nd and 10 from the Viper 46. To receive it to the left, 2 to the near side. Felker rolling to his left, looking, firing over to the left side. That ball is caught at the 40 and wrapped up right there after about a 6-yard pickup. They get it out to the left wing to Kenton Proko. Vipers is saying they came up with the football, but no word yet from the official. Well, the chains are moving like the Vipers might have the football back. Viper football. I didn't even see what happened. It must have been fumbled on the far sideline. So Vandegrift will get it back with 5:37 to go here in this first half. Couldn't tell from here what happened. Third touchdown here in this first half would be nice. Don't forget, Vipers get the football to start the second half. So already up by 2 scores, looking to take a 3-score advantage here before halftime. 1st and 10 Vandegrift at their own 41-yard line. Weissman in motion. Handoff. Left side. Nice hole across the 45, across the 50, still on his feet, into Cedar Ridge territory, down to the 47-yard line. Nice run by Jax Labage as the Vipers fake that shuttle pass underneath to Baxter. And that got the defense out of position. Labage picking up a bunch of yards down to the Cedar Ridge 47-yard line. First down and 10 Vipers. Handoff right up the middle. This time stacked up by the Raider defense. Still managed to fall forward for a couple of yards. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 8. Nathaniel Jackson on the stop for the Raiders. Labage on the carry for Vandegrift. Picked up 2. 2nd and 8 from the 45-yard line of Cedar Ridge. Clock rolling inside of 5 minutes to go in the first half. Two receivers to the right, one to the near side. Handoff, right side, Labage cutting it back up inside the 40. Spins down to the 39-yard line. Going to be about 2 yards shy of the first down. Pretty nifty run from Labage.
62 on the tackle.
Third down, let's call it 2 from the Raider 39-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 wide right. Weissman in the shotgun, dropping back, rolling to his left. Now he's going to tuck it under and run. He's going to have the first down and more to the 30, to the 25, sideline 20, 15, 10, cutting it back in bounds to the 5, hit from behind and falls forward to about the 2-yard line. 37-yard run from Logan Weissman, 1st and goal Vandegrift.
All the way down to the 2-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal, Vipers.
Nice job by the big guys up front. Let's see if we can call them out. 90, Nick Zinda. 67, Chris Edwards. 77 on that left side. I don't see a 77. That might have a 73. Handoff up the middle and not quite there that time. They stack up Labage before he can get their 2nd down and goal from the 1-yard line. 73 for the Vipers. That's Theodore Alomar. Other lineman up front. See if we can get the right side of the line. I think that's 68, Jack Seehausen. I'm missing 1. Right guard or right tackle. I need to take a look here. Michael Speece, I think, number 51, also on the line. 2nd down and goal from the 1-yard line. Toss sweep, right side. Labage cutting it up, and he's going to be stacked up shy of the goal line again. Nice job by the Cedar Ridge defense.
Jax with the carry, stopped again, just shy of the end zone.
Going to bring up a 3rd down and goal from the 1. So often on that toss sweep and the running back cuts up like that with that acceleration, he's into the end zone. But Cedar Ridge adjusted quickly. 3rd down and goal from the 1. 2.5 to go in this first half. Now Weissman up under center. Handoff to Labage, puts his head down, plows towards the end zone. Did he get it in? He did. Touchdown.
Jax with the carry one more time. This time.
Jax Labage with the touchdown, and it's 22-0 Vandegrift. Or check that, 18-0 Vandegrift. Looks like the Vipers are going to go for 2 again here, up by 18 points with 2:26 to go in the half. Spread it out with 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the near side. Weissman rolling to his right. Looking. He is going to tuck it under and scampers into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. It is good, and with 2:26 to go in the first half, Vipers lead it 20-0. We'll take a break. Be back for the final 2.5 in this first half. Vandegrift Vipers freshman football on Vype Live.
If you or your Vandegrift athlete have suffered an orthopedic injury or have joint pain, let Dr. Matthew Crawford and his team at Austin Orthopedics and Sports Medicine take care of you. Dr. Crawford specializes in diagnosis and treatment of sports-related injuries with an emphasis on injury prevention and conservative treatments. He and his team offer cutting-edge arthroscopic and minimally invasive surgical techniques. Visit them today at austin-orthopedics.com. Let Austin Orthopedics and Sports Medicine keep you at the top of your game.
For Aaron Turnley of Coldwell Banker Realty, home is where the heart is. A licensed realtor since 1999, Aaron Turnley has been providing turnkey real estate services since 2003. Aaron consistently ranks in the top 10% of all 94,000 Coldwell Banker agents worldwide, and she knows the community. She's been part of a Pop Warner or Viper family since landing here in Austin in 2013. For more information, visit AaronTurnley.com. Aaron Turnley of Coldwell Banker Realty, guiding you home since 2003.
Short high. Pooch go over to the far side. If you drop that ball's a loose football at the 40-yard line. Vipers might have it again. Viper football coming out of the pile is number 45 or 49. Let me see. 49 on the recovery. That's Will Gates. Gets the football back to the Vipers with 2:19 to go in this first half. Already up 20-0. Looking for more. So last time they tried that pooch kick, it almost turned into disaster. Cedar Ridge had a pretty good return out of the deal. Now we got a timeout taken by Cedar Ridge. So let's give you a look at what's happening tonight on Vype Live and Flow Sports. Thursday night football for you as we enter into week number 10 of the 2021 high school football season. Local games tonight. It is Liberty Hill down at Haas Park to take on Navarro. Connolly hosting Eastview out at the field. And the big game tonight we'll be keeping an eye on, as Cedar Ridge fans will be as well. Vista Ridge traveling over to Dragon Stadium tonight to take on the Round Rock Dragons. Those are all games tonight here on Vype Live, along with Regents Volleyball against Brentwood Christian. We've got games in Houston as well. MacArthur against Davis, Goose Creek Memorial against LaPorte. We've got some Houston Christian field hockey and volleyball action tonight on Vype Live. And I think that is everything on this Thursday night. First down, Vipers. On the jet sweep, trying to turn the corner at the 40. Gets the corner turn and knocked out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. Chase Babb on that carry will pick up about 6 yards on the play. 2nd down and 4 for Vandegrift.
About 4 or 5 to go. Number 14 on the tackle.
2nd and 4. Weissman swings it out right side, complete. Trying to get the corner turn to the 35, stays in bounds, cuts it back to the 30, down to the 28-yard line. Good for a Viper first down. Nice job by Phillip Blue going low to make the catch, but making sure his knees didn't touch the ground because the play would have been over And then after that, he evaded the tackler, cut it back inside, picks up the first down at the Cedar Ridge 28-yard line. 1:45 to go first half. Trips to the near side, one wide right. Weissman in the shotgun, rolling to his left. Tucking it under, fires underneath, complete. Oh, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver.
Logan's pass to Chase Babbitt.
Tried to get it to Babb, I believe. Weissman pretty close to crossing the line of scrimmage, but he got rid of the football just in time. Stops the clock with 1:26 to go. To the left side, down to the 23-yard line. Pardon me, I had to look away for just a minute to take care of some business, but it's going to be down to the 23-yard line, and it's going to bring up a third down and 4 for the Vipers. Clock rolling, 1:09 to go.
Third down, about 4 to go.
3rd and 5 from the 23. Vipers trying to pick this up. Weissman rolling right, looking, firing over to the right side. Got a receiver behind the defense. Incomplete. Just couldn't quite track it down. That wind just kept pushing the football away from Chase Babb. Again, it's blowing into their face, but also blowing from left to right. On a normal day, that's a touchdown. On a day like today, the wind just took the football away from Babb, and he couldn't track it down. So 4th and 5 coming up with 53 ticks on the clock. Two receivers right, two to the near side. Weissman dropping back, stepping, firing over to the center of the field. That ball is in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. Oh, that was close to being a touchdown. Daniel Dorr laying out, trying to haul that one in. It glanced off of his fingertips. Ball's incomplete, and Cedar Ridge will turn away the Vipers with 44 seconds to go.
Cedar Ridge with the ball.
Two close calls there for the Viper offense.
44 seconds left to go in the first half. Once again, we'd like to continue to thank our Viper booster sponsors for 2021. In the black, we have CW Print Services, Doghouse, Dr. Crawford, Robert Chris Province CPA, Texas Family Physicians, the Silvis Team Guaranteed Rate Mortgage, Rock Solid Building Services, Texas Malibu.
First down, Cedar Ridge. They'll take over with 44 seconds to work with. We'll see if they take a shot down the field with the wind at their back or if they play conservative. Aiden Felker, the quarterback, he's been their shot down the field with his legs tonight. Trips wide left. Handoff at the middle and going to be dragging tacklers forward. Good effort and still breaking free out to the 26-yard line. Vipers had him stacked up behind the line of scrimmage. But hard second and third effort there from Wesley Hatterton to pick up about 4 yards on the play. 2nd and 6, 27 seconds to go.
Second down and about 7 to go. Just under 20 seconds.
15 seconds, clock ticking down. Raiders in no hurry here. 10. 5 seconds. 2, 1. They didn't get it off. They're going to let him play, but they didn't get it off. Now the official is going to blow it dead. So that is going to be the end of the first half. Bit of a shaky start for the Viper defense, but they recovered quickly, and they've gotten it going ever since then. 20-0 your score here at the end of the first half. We'll take an extended break, catch our breath, and be back to bring you half number 2 in just a few minutes. You're watching Vandergrift Vipers freshman football on Vype Live.
Hey, Hey, Viper football fans, we'd like to say congratulations to 4 Points Rugby on their 2021 state championship. 4 Points Rugby is built on an attitude of respect, sportsmanship, accountability, and character. If you're tough enough to be a Viper football fan, maybe you're tough enough to join 4 Points Rugby Club. There's no rugby experience necessary. To join or get more information about 4 Points Rugby Club, contact us at 4pointsrugbyclub@gmail.com. Come win another state championship with 4 Points Rugby in 2022.
Hi, Viper fans. This is Krista Spring, top sales agent with the HD Realty team.
Hi, this is Holly Dees, broker-owner of the HD Realty team. Together, Krista and our team have over 20 years of real estate experience.
As busy current and former Viper moms, we love helping our Vipers and their families make moves happen on and off the field.
HD Realty team would love to help with your next move. Call Krista Spring or Holly Dees today.
Go Vipers!
Hashtag run it back.
Go number 11. Hashtag water moccasin.
When you buy or sell a piece of property, it helps to have a friend in the business. Independence Title will pick up the ball on your transaction and take it right across the goal line. Independence is locally owned right here in Austin with deep roots in the Vandergrift community. Independence is also the Austin Business Journal's #1 title company. Work with the home team at Independence Title. Call 329-5299 or go to independencetitle.com.
Considering buying, selling, or leasing property in the Austin area? Kim Krant Allison, realtor with Caldwell Banker Realty, has been in Austin for over 25 years and is a 4 Points area resident, proud Vandergrift parent, and supporter of Viper football. Whether you'd like to learn what your home might sell for, purchase a vacation home, or invest in real estate, Kim is the perfect partner to help you achieve your goals. Contact Kim Krant Allison at cbrealty.com or visit kimsellsatx.com today. Kim Krant Allison, realtor with Caldwell Banker Realty.
There's good, then there's mighty fine. Thank you, Mighty Fine Texas, for supporting the Vipers football. Enjoy classic Texas burgers how you love them. Red, yellow, white, or all of the above. Add a side of fries, onion rings, or if you're in the mood for a little of both, just ask for frings. Don't forget to add a hand-dipped milkshake and make it a meal. 5 locations across Austin, including the trailer, just around the corner at 4 Points. It's important to preserve as many of life's memories as we can. Patty Jones Photography specializes in senior and family portraits, boutique weddings, and milestone events like graduations, proms, and more. Patty offers mini sessions that include 5 downloads, deluxe sessions that offer 10 downloads, plus specialized packages. Remember to mention Viper Football and receive 20% off a variety of prints. Visit pattyjonesphotography.com, 737-900-5662. Capture those special moments of timeless history for your family.
Halftime here in this freshman white contest between Vandegrifft Vipers up on top of the Cedar Ridge Raiders freshman black squad by a score of 20-0. Before we get back to the action, I want to thank, of course, our live stream co-sponsors, Champion Performance and Recovery, along with Dr. Vivian Frazier with the Austin Regional Clinic at Wilson Park. Those are the folks, along with the Vandegrifft Vipers Football Booster Club, that are making it possible for you to be watching this broadcast tonight. We also want to thank our network sponsor here at Vype, Academy Sports and Outdoors. Get ready to go back to school and back to sport at Academy Sports and Outdoors. Shop in-store or online at academy.com, and you can find all the hottest sports gear and casual styles from Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, and more. 20-0 your score. Back for the second half kickoff in about 1 minute. You're watching Vandegrifft Vipers freshman football on Vype Live.
Y'all listen up. Let me tell you something about group meals from Rudy's Barbecue. It's got all you need for all the folks you gotta feed, smoked meat, sides, and more. There's everything down to the tablecloth, just like the one that you see at the store. And a bridal shower, it's better than flowers. And a long distance meeting, it'll pass the hours. It'll feed all the cousins at a family function. It's better than potluck at a church luncheon. Next time you need to feed 10 or more, call and order a Rudy's group meal.
Next in line. The Austin housing market is growing faster than ever. Now is the time to give your local mortgage company a call. Eric Silvas with Guaranteed Rate can review your mortgage today. Buying or refinancing, let Eric Silvas and his experienced team of mortgage professionals guide you through the process so you can have a smooth, stress-free closing. With their competitive rates and local presence, they'll be your mortgage banker for life. Call them at 512-972-4818. Guaranteed Rate is an equal housing lender.
Subject to credit approval, NMLS ID 555863, company NMLS ID 2611, NMLS ConsumerAccess.org, Texas, licensed in Texas.
Vipers lead 20-0 here as halftime wrapping up. The cheerleaders working hard down there on the sidelines on this cool night here in Austin, Texas. Merle Bertrand, Vype Live broadcast director here at the ballpark. Vipers will get the football first to start this second half. Don't forget, one more contest coming up at the conclusion of this game. It'll be the Vipers JV Black Squad taking on the JV squad from Hutto. That game's set to start at roughly 7 o'clock. I don't think we're going to make it, considering it's already 6:48 and we still have a half of football to play in this one. So Cedar Ridge set to kick it away here from the 40-yard line. Having to hold the ball on the tee with the gale force winds. Hutto is in the house. I see their guy sitting on the steps over by the field house. A low line drive kick in the second half is underway. Knocked down at the 14-yard line, fielded there up to the 20, now to the 25. Up to the 30 and out to the 31-yard line. That's where the Vipers will take over first down and 10 from their own 32-yard line.
Turning the kick to the 32-yard line. It'll be the Viper ball to start the second half.
Twilight settling in on this October 28th, almost November already. Hope everybody out there has a safe and happy Halloween. So here comes the Viper offense out on the field. They'll be moving from right to left, first down and 10 at their own 32-yard line. Logan Weissman has gone the distance at quarterback. Conversation taking place out there at the 32-yard line. I'm not sure what they're discussing. See Doc on the field, so I'm wondering if one of the officials isn't feeling great. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm trying to look here through the binocular, and he's not feeling good. We will take a break and let Doc and the training staff tend to the official. Not feeling good and went down. We'll take an extended break. You're watching Vandergrift Vipers freshman football on Vype Live.
It's never too soon to start teaching good savings and spending habits. Encourage early savings with a high-interest youth savings account from Southstar Bank and teach responsible spending in a safe environment with Southstar Bank's Youth Checking Account. Southstar Bank youth accounts offer no minimum balance fee and no monthly service charge. Set your child on the path to financial stability. Open a Southstar Bank youth account today. Learn more about southstarbank.com/youth. Member FDIC.
Dr. Martin Molina and his staff welcome you to Texas Family Physicians at River Place. Texas Family Physicians provides comprehensive family medical care for men, women, and children of all ages. They specialize in adult and pediatric preventative care, hypertension, diabetes, sports medicine, and seasonal allergies, just to name a few. They also offer Impact Certified baseline and post-injury concussion testing and treatment in office. Visit Texas Family Physicians online at texasfp.com. Texas Family Physicians at River Place. texasfp.com.
Well, I'm very happy to report that the official was able to get up, and he's walking off the field under his own power. Doc is with him and escorting him off the sideline. Shakes hands with Brady Almond. Doc will take a look at him on the bench. We will play on here with the three-man officiating crew. Certainly hope he is okay. That was pretty scary. You could probably see him. He was kind of holding his head, and then he just went down, and Doc grabbed hold of him so he wouldn't take a hard fall to the carpet. But he's able to get up off the field and walk off under his own power. Doc is talking to him now. Handoff left side as the game gets underway. No gain in the play for the Vipers. Second down and about 10 to go from the 34-yard line. 7:35 to go in this third quarter. Vipers with the 2nd and 10 from their own 34-yard line. Weissman swings it out left flat, complete to the 35-yard line, to the 40, up the sideline, foot race to the 50, and knocked out of bounds at about the 44-yard line. They just dumped it off to Kyle Baxter. He did the rest all the way down to the 43-yard line. And it'll be a Viper first down. First down and 10 at the 43. Handoff up the middle. Big hole inside the 40. Lowers his shoulder and bangs down to the 39-yard line. About a 4-yard pickup for Jax Labage. He's had a nice night at running back tonight. Second down and 6 from the 39-yard line. Weissman rolling to his right. He's got a lot of running room over there. 35 to the 30 to the 25. Stays in bounds. Getting knocked out of the 22-yard line. He might want to learn how to take a slide so he doesn't take a shot like that. But a nice pickup there for Logan Weissman. He rolled out right looking to throw, but there was nobody there, so he just tucked it under and ran. And the official is rejoining the fray. There he is. It's fun to give officials a hard time, but I tell you what, they work hard. First down, now handoff up the middle, inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line. A 3-yard pickup there for Labage. We've done a lot of work over the years with the Austin football officials and streaming their meetings and that kind of thing, and those guys work hard. They take it very, very seriously. Second down and 9 from the 19-yard line. Clock rolling, 5.5 to go, third quarter of this one. One receiver to the right, trips to the near side. Weissman, pump fake, now rolling to his left, looking to his left. Shuttle pass underneath and caught to the 10-yard line, down to the 7 or 8-yard line. Just kind of flicked it with his backhand to Daniel Dorr, who alertly came back to bail out his quarterback, and his first and goal Vipers from the 8. Weissman with just a backhand flip there to Dorr to pick up the first down. Trips now to the right, one to the near side. Weissman rolling to his right. Dumps it off underneath, complete to the 5-yard line, and diving towards the goal line. Did he get it in? He did. Touchdown. Kyle Baxter hauling that one in, and the Vipers lead at 26-0.
For another Viper touchdown.
Very impressive drive to open the second half, and now the Viper kicking unit is going to come back on to try it again. Baxter the kicker. I think it's Amon the holder. Good snap this time. The kick is blocked again. That's a live football. It can be returned, but the Vipers get there to prevent that from happening. Much better snap and a good hold this time, but good penetration by the Cedar Ridge defense. They break through and block their second extra point of the night, and with 4:47 to go here in this third quarter, the score remained 26-0. I got to turn some lights on. Bear with me here. There we go. Do apologize for the glare in the shot. That's coming from the press box door window directly behind us. Not a whole lot we can do about that. That light coming in from the outside. $26-0. Kickoff from the 40-yard line with 4:47 to go, and now the wind blows the ball off the tee. Kickoff coming. Short, high kick over to the far sideline. Fielded at the 38-yard line to the 40. And a nice hole this time out to the 45. Pretty good return there for Cedar Ridge. They'll take over first down and 10 from the 47.
Kyle Baxter back to work with the kick. Number 62 receiving the kick.
So 4:39 to go. First down and 10 for Cedar Ridge at the 48-yard line.
Raiders ball at the 47.
Don't forget the email is open, voiceofthevipers@gmail.com. All one word, Voice of the Vipers, plural. Raiders with a good opening drive that stalled out. Ever since then, the Viper defense has been pretty stout. See what happens on this series with 4:39 to go, third quarter. Felker in the shotgun. Going to keep it himself left side into Viper territory. It's actually a new quarterback and is going to be knocked down at the 47-yard line. Jackson Pippin in at quarterback in the second half. Picked up about 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5.
Stop. Number 12 with the carry. 2nd down. 5 to go.
Second down from the 48-yard line. Handoff, right side, trying to turn the corner, giving ground. And he is going to be given even more ground. He's going to be knocked down there at the 48-yard line. Just snowed under there by the Viper defense.
Bedford and Kenyon
Millard in the stop. He was the first one to get to him. Knocking down R.J. Cardle. For a loss back to the 47-yard line. So 3rd down and 10 from the 47. Clock rolling, 3:20 to go, third quarter. Dropping back, looking, firing over to the left side. That ball is incomplete, overthrew the intended receiver. Trying to get it out to R.J. Cardle. Ball's incomplete. That'll bring up a 4th down and a likely punt here by Cedar Ridge.
We need all spectators to please sit on the home side. So if you're on the visitor side, you need to come across to the other side, please. Thank you.
Raiders going to go for it here on 4th down. Check that. It's 3rd down. I got ahead of myself. 3rd down and 10. Dropping back, looking fast over to the left side. Got a receiver open. Caught inside the 30, the 25, down to the 20, down to the 18-yard line. That was Felker back in the football game. He fires a strike downfield.
completion to number
to Cole
16
Franklin for a Raider first down.
18-yard line.
Good looking throw by Felker.
First down, Cedar Ridge.
Raiders have it first down and 10 at the Vipers 16-yard line. Handoff, right side, trying to turn the corner, cutting it back up to the 20-yard line, and stays in bounds, finally knocked out of bounds at the 16, and then tackled well after the play, but no flag.
Carry stepped out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
That was once again called on the carry. Dylan Day in on the stop for the Vipers. Loss of about 2 yards on the play, 2nd and 12 from back at the 19-yard line. Clock rolling. Actually stopped because he ran out of bounds. 2:22 to go here in this third quarter. Felker in the shotgun. Now rolling to his left. Looking, firing over the left side. Back corner of the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Cedar Ridge.
Number 4 completing the pass to number 12.
Impressive drive. Jackson Pippin hauling that one in, and the Raiders are on the board 26-6 with the extra point pending. Looks like Cedar Ridge going to go for 2 here. Now they spread out the formation. Felker in the shotgun. Rolling to his left. Trying to get the corner turn, stiff arm, and he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good. Vipers strung it out, but just couldn't get him down in time. And with 2:12 to go here in this third quarter, Cedar Ridge on the board, 26-8. We'll take a break, turn it back over to the offense. You're watching Vandergrift Vipers freshman football on Vype Live.
It's never too soon to start teaching good savings and spending habits. Encourage early savings with a high-interest youth savings account from Southstar Bank and teach responsible spending in a safe environment with Southstar Bank's youth checking account. Southstar Bank youth accounts offer no minimum balance fee and no monthly service charge. Set your child on the path to financial stability. Open a Southstar Bank youth account today. Learn more about southstarbank.com/youth. Member FDIC.
All right, take those 2 points off the board. False start called on the offense. So if they're going to go for 2, they're going to have to do it from the 8-yard line. The score remains 26-6. Felker in the shotgun. They're missing a guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're missing a player. 3, 5. Yeah, they've got 10 guys on the field. They're going to have to play it here with just a 10. Felker rolling to his left. Fires it back corner of the end zone. That ball is caught, but he was out of bounds, and the 2-point conversion attempt will be no good. So the penalty hurts him, and the score will remain 26-6, and we'll keep it here since we already took a break. Kickoff from the 40-yard line with the wind at his back, and it's a low kick fielded at the 15, up to the 20, to the 25, to the 30. Steps between the 30 down to the 35 and out to about the 37-yard line. That's where the Vipers will start this drive with 2 minutes to go in quarter number 3. The clock rolling a little bit extra here maybe.
With the catch and running the ball out to the 37-yard line. It'll be first down, Vipers.
So first down Vandegrift, 1:59 to go, quarter number 3. See how the Viper offense responds after Cedar Ridge has put points on the board for the first time tonight. New quarterback in for Vandegrift. That'll be Brady Amon in at quarterback now for at least this series. Handoff right side and diving out to about the 35-yard line. Going to lose a yard or two on the play. Jacques Sauvage on the carry. Second down and 12. Second and 12 coming up. Handoff up the middle. Nice hole out across the 40 to the 45. Breaking free to the 50. To the 45, 40 up the far sideline and knocked down at the 36-yard line. Lavage with a good carry that time, and he's a little shaken up in the play, but his teammates are helping him up. Looks like he's okay. First down Vandegrift at the 35-yard line.
Tackle to be first and 10 at the 35.
Pretty good run to flip the field. Two receivers wide right, one to the near side. Handoff right up the middle, putting his head down and pushes the power forward down to about the 32-yard line. 3 yards in a cloud of purple of field turf. Second and 7 coming up. 30 seconds to go, probably the final play here of this third quarter. .25 seconds, clock ticking down. Vipers will get the wind at the back in the fourth quarter, so they're probably in no hurry if they don't have to run a play here, up by 20 points. They come up to the line, 8 seconds to go. Just do get the snap off. Pass swung out to the right side, complete to the 35, and going to be flung for a loss back at about the 34-yard line, and that is how the third quarter is going to come to an end. So each team scores once in the third quarter. We'll take a break and be back for quarter number 4 of this freshman white contest. You're watching Vandegrift Freshman Football on the Vype Live Network.
Dr. Martin Molina and his staff welcome you to Texas Family Physicians at River Place. Texas Family Physicians provides comprehensive family medical care for men, women, and children of all ages. They specialize in adult and pediatric preventative care, hypertension, diabetes, sports medicine, and seasonal allergies, just to name a few. They also offer impact-certified baseline and post-injury concussion testing and treatment in office. Visit Texas Family Physicians online at texasfp.com. Texas Family Physicians at River Place. texasfp.com.
Tomlin Family Orthodontics believes you should have the straight smile you deserve at any age. Dr. Travis Tomlin designs individualized care plans to create beautiful, straight smiles for all his patients. Traditional braces to Invisalign, Tomlin Family Orthodontics uses cutting-edge technology to make treatment effective and efficient. Great orthodontic care is only a few minutes away. For more information or to schedule your complimentary consultation, visit us online at TomlinFamilyOrthodontics.com.
Cedar Ridge. For the Vipers. Check that, 3rd down and 9. We're going the other way. Got myself twisted up here. 3rd down and 9 for Vandegrift. Handoff up the middle and breaking tackles and down to about the 32-yard line. Dylan Day on the carry that time to pick up about 4 yards. Going to bring up a 4th down and 5.
Shelby Steele, Charlie Volmer. The Viper cheerleaders are coached by Brianna Roten and Claire McCutcheon. The BHS Cheer Booster Program would like to mega banner sponsors.
So 4th down and about 7 coming up from the 32-yard line. Just underway 4th quarter, 26-6 Vipers on top. Amon dropping back, pass incomplete. I think it was batted down at the line of scrimmage. And that'll be a turnover on down. Cedar Ridge will get it back with 7:13 to go.
At the 33-yard line.
So 7:10 left in this one, 26-16, Vipers on top. Merle Bertrand here flying solo tonight. Bear with me as we try to help out some of our other crews along the way. The perils of being in management sometimes. First game, a good one, 21-14. Westlake defeating the Vipers JV Silver Squad in a game that went back and forth. This one, Vipers up 26-0. But Cedar Ridge just managed to score and get a stop, and they're back on the field with their offense. 1st down and 10 going from right to left from their own 32-yard line. This time Felker going to keep it himself. Vipers trying to close the gap on him. He gets to the 35 and out to about the 38-yard line. Big gain of about 6 yards on the play. Bring up a 2nd down and about 4 to go.
And about 3 to go.
Stops the clock with 6:58 to go. They give him the 39, so 2nd and 3, 7-yard pickup. Not sure where that little buzz is coming from on my mixer. I'll take a look at that here when I can. And this time Felker to keep it left side to the 40, up to the 45. He's going to have the 1st down. Stiff arm to the 50 and into Viper territory down to the 49-yard line.
Taken out of bounds by Owen Conkey.
He has been their primary weapon tonight.
Enough for a 1st down.
Moves the chains downfield. 1st down at the 50-yard line. One receiver to the right. Trips here now to the near side and the short side of the field. Felker in the shotgun. Handoff up the middle, and this is going to be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. He bounces off the first tackle and bangs his way to the 48-yard line to pick up 2 yards. Pick up a 2nd down and 8. Now the Raiders huddle up. As Felker brings in a play from the sideline. 2nd down and 8, 5:40 to go. Trips now wide right, one to the near side. 3-man rush for the Vipers. Flag comes flying in, and it's going to be a penalty procedure called on Cedar Ridge. That'll slow them up a little bit, make it a 2nd and 13 back on their side of the field now to the 47-yard line. Trips wide to the right, one to the near side. They wind the clock. Felker, and now whistles blow again. What do we got? Is it a timeout? Timeout taken by Cedar Ridge. So timeout of the field. We'll take it with them. You're watching Vandergrift Vipers freshman football on Vype Live. At Champion Performance and Recovery, our mission is to deliver superior, innovative therapies to accelerate athletic recovery, relieve pain, and elevate your well-being. With advanced treatments such as cryotherapy, cold laser, Normatec compression, sports chiropractic, and more, Champion Performance and Recovery can help you recover to become all you can be so you can do what you love to do. For more information, give us a call at 737-212-7104 or visit us online at championpraustin.com.
I'm ready.
5:20 left in regulation time, 26-6. Vipers on top here in this freshman white contest. Merle Bertrand here at the ballpark. Rosie Vegas, she's been with us since about 3:30 this afternoon. Making sure that we're staying on the air, looking and sounding good. Felker rolling to his right after the timeout. Fires over the right side. Oh, almost intercepted. In and out of the hands of the Viper defender, who is not very pleased with himself. In perfect position, but Philip Liu, unable to hang on to the football, falls incomplete. Looking, firing over to the right side, got a receiver open, incomplete. Nice job closing quickly out there by the Viper safety. I want to see who that is if I can. 30-something. I think it might be just 30. No, can't be. .38 would be Grant Jones. Closing quickly, and I think the receiver heard the footsteps because he kind of pulled up a little bit, and that ball fell to the carpet. 4th down. Raiders going to go for it. 4th and 13 from their own 47-yard line. Felker dropping back, looking, firing right side again. That ball is going to be batted away. Jones, smart play right there. Jones could have made the interception, but if he does, he's going to go out of bounds at his own 27-yard line. He knew it was 4th down. He just batted it down, because as a result, the Vipers will take over 1st down and 10 at the Cedar Ridge 47-yard line. So a heads-up play there gained his team about 26 yards by knocking it down instead of claiming the interception. Good play. Inside of 5 minutes to go, Vipers in command, 26-6. They'd like to get another score here, though. 20 points in the first half. They've kind of bogged down here in the second half. Now it'll be Canyon Millar in at quarterback, number 15, his first series of action. Dylan Day back in at running back, with 2 receivers to either side. Day is going to be wrapped up and flung for a loss. Never had a chance back at the 48-yard line.
Number 80 and number 52 in the backfield.
I can't even read the number of the guy that got him. He's got it all kind of scrunched up underneath the towel there, but he got into the backfield pretty quickly and stymied that one for about a 4-yard pickup. It's number 90, but I don't see a 90 on their roster, so I'm not sure who that is. But in any event, it's a loss of 5, 2nd and 15 back at the 48-yard line. Handoff up the middle, and not much doing there. Maybe a yard pickup or so for Day. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 14 from the 48-yard line. Inside of 4 minutes to go.
It'll be 3rd down, about 14.
Two receivers to the left, 2 to the near side. And a 3rd down, they've gone nowhere, so 3rd and 15. Now the receiver goes in motion, high snap. They get it to him on the jet sweep. Now they're going to try to reverse. Coming up to the near side, cutting it up to the 50 to the 49-yard line. Nice job by the Raider defense reading that play. Winding up with the football was Caden Goodwin.
That's Caden
and did manage to pick up a couple yards on the play, but it's going to bring up a 4th down and 13 to go from the 49-yard line. The punting unit on here for the Vipers.
That'll bring 4th down and about 11.
They might just go for it. It's more important to get the work in for your offense. Get these guys some snaps, especially since you've got a 20-point lead. Let's see if you can pick up this 1st down. 4th and let's call it 12 from the Raider 49-yard line. Dropping back, looking, firing over the right side, incomplete. Try to get it down to Gavin Hoff. The throw a little bit low from Millar, and it'll be a turnover on downs with 3:19 left to go. Cedar Ridge will get one more crack at it.
Gavin Hoff. It'll be Cedar Ridge ball, 3 minutes left in the game. Ball will be placed just about midfield.
.319 left in this one, 26-6 your score. Game number 2 of 3. JV Black against the Huddle JV coming up next. I'm guessing they'll get to it pretty quickly because we're getting a little late here. It's already 7:23. Trips wide right, one to the near side. Felker back in at quarterback. Dropping back, looking downfield, under pressure, now stepping up, rolling to his right, and he is going to scramble again. Breaks free up the far sideline to the 40, still on his feet to the 35. Still on his feet inside the 30, all the way down to the 29-yard line. Wow, 22 yards. Good coverage downfield by the Vipers, but they lost contain on him.
23 yards to
and Aiden Felker's had a good night running tonight. Got to be well over 100 yards here in this freshman contest. Clock continues to roll. 3 minutes to go. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line. Felker, handoff right side, trying to turn the corner, and does, but not much running room there. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage for Wesley Hatterton.
30 with the carry taken out of bounds by Ryan Lim.
Vipers stringing that out. Ryan Lim on the stop for Vandegrift. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 from the 29-yard line. Dropping back, looking downfield, scrambling. Felker now to his left. Fires over to the left side. That ball is incomplete. Threw that one into a crowd. Closest man to it was Matthew Ward. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 from the 29-yard line.
That'll bring us to 3rd down, about 10.
Third and 10 from the 29-yard line. Felker dropping to his right. Looking downfield, fires over to the right side and caught, but out of bounds. Again, good coverage downfield for the Vipers. That'll bring up a 4th down and a chance to get the football back to put the wraps on this one. If they can get off the field here. 4th down and 10 from the 29-yard line. Raiders send trips here to the near side, one wide right for Felker. He's going to try to run it to the left, cuts it up to the 25. He stays on his feet and going to be drugged down. Beautiful job there in the open field. That would have been a 1st down, but coming in backside was Kenyon Millar, who saved the 1st down. It'll be a turnover on downs, and the Vipers will get it back going the other way. Nice job there by Millar, just getting in there and got him around the ankles before he could pick up that 1st down. So 2:15 left in this one. Vipers going to close it out here on the offensive side of the field. Again, we want to thank Champion Performance and Recovery and Dr. Vivian Frazier at the Austin Regional Clinic at Wilson Park. They are our live stream sponsors, co-sponsors here in 2021. They're the folks making it possible to be watching these freshman and JV contests every Thursday night here on Vype, whichever squads play at home. First down, Vandegrift at the 23. With 2:15 remaining. Handoff, left side, trying to turn the corner, cutting it back up, out to the 25, reverses field, now to the 30. Staying on his feet, giving ground, and he's going to be flung back to the 28-yard line. Let's see if they give him forward progress. That was Dylan Day on the carry. They'll split the difference and give him the 29-yard line. Still a pickup of about 6 yards on the play. Second down and 4 as we are inside of 2 minutes to go in this one. Second and 4 from the 29. Amon back in at quarterback, and now we're going to get a timeout. Timeout taken, looks like, by Cedar Ridge with 1:20 to go. We'll take it with them. You're watching VandeGrift Vipers freshman football on Vype Live.
What is Vype Live? Vype Live is one of the largest and most respected broadcast and live stream networks in the state of Texas. Vype Live broadcasts any sport you can think of for youngsters of any age, from Pee Wee and Pop Warner to high school, club, college, semi-pro, and beyond. We also broadcast plenty of academic, fine arts, and community-related events as well, and now as partners with Flow Sports. Email us at info@vypemedia.com to find out more. Vype Live, we bring your teams to you.
Welcome back after the timeout. Second down coming up here from the 29-yard line. Dylan Day up the middle to the 30-yard line. Picks up a yard. That'll bring up a third down and 3 as we come up at the 1-minute mark.
Run up the middle.
Third down and 3.
Third down, about 3 to go.
1 minute to go right now. Vipers in no hurry here. The clock ticking down, 48 seconds to go. This game will be archived on VipeLive.com. I'll get that taken care of when I get home tonight, so you'll be able to watch it tomorrow at work. Each of the 3 games will be split up and archived separately, so you don't have to search through the whole 6-hour stream to find the game that you want. As Day pushing the pile forward up to the 31-yard line, where it will be 4th and 2, and the Vipers are lining up to go shake hands, so I think that's going to be the final play here of the night. So the Vipers race out to a 20-0 lead. They fight to a draw in the second half. And as the clock ticks down here, that is going to do it here in this JV or this freshman white squad. This will be our last look at these young men. When we get a look at them next year, they will be part of the JV squad. So congratulations on a good season. Good luck in your final game of the season. Your final score here in this one, 26-6. The Vipers with the win. We're going to step aside, get kind of reloaded here for the third game, get everything traded over. I want to thank Suna Vincout, our technical director, Rosie Bega, our QA, keeping an eye in and ear on the broadcast. And for all you folks for tuning in, my name is Merle Bertrand, signing out here for now. We'll be back in a couple minutes for game number 3. Vipers get the win, 26-6. We'll see you next time here in Vype.